Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 14 on the Toronto Real Estate Board. Then we have one on the Oakville Milton Real Estate Board. There is an overlap between the two. It's just one of those things that the real estate boards felt like it was a good idea to overlap, but the agents all think it's crazy. And when we have a client where we have to set them up on some updates, it requires setting up on two different systems too. So not the end of the world, first world problems. But anyway, the buyer class is coming up this Saturday at 1 o'clock. So if you want to come, just go to miltonbuyerclass.com. And, we're going to talk about anything from the 3 ways first-time buyers can get more than $10,000 of free government money. We're going to talk about the 8 steps to buying a home. We're going to talk about anything from the hidden costs involved. We're going to show you real-life slides from home inspections, things you should know before walking in the door, how offers work, even multiple offers. The new mortgage changes is going to be something that we'll cover as well. And all of that costs you nothing, zero. Just come to the class, bring a food bank donation. That's the cost of admission, so we can support a good cause. And we'll give you a book, we'll give you cookies, coffee, tea, whatever you want. And you're going to learn a lot. Okay, it's going to be huge. Let's get started. So 137 Martin is 183,000, which functionally is really less than pretty much anything in Milton right now. It's a life lease, so I'm not going to get into all the details of what it means, but it's actually a really cool concept for a senior. It's going to save you closing costs. It's going to give you some flexibility with kind of future sales, and I like it. It's a smart alternative, and there's not a lot of good options for seniors in Milton right now. So 371 Bronte, 384.9. So if you look at this, 384.9 plus 292.78 in condo fees, we get a lot of people that come to us and say, I don't want condo, I don't want maintenance fees. But if you look at what's included, you've got building insurance, which is something you would pay as a homeowner. You've got water included as well. That's something that you pay for as an owner too if you had a freehold home without condo fees. Now, there's still maybe just over $200 left over. When the roofs need to be done, guess who fixes it? That's the condo corporation. Sometimes certain complexes, the windows need replacing. Condo corporation covers that. So you've got lawn maintenance sometimes. If you were to pay someone to do that, call that $100 a month. It starts to add up and make sense on an economy of scale for some people. Now right now the mortgage rates are about probably just under $50 per month for every $10,000 that you would borrow. So if your fees, let's say if we work that out and said let's call it an even $200, that would be like paying $40,000 extra. And if you look at 384.9 plus $40,000, and you look what you could get, you're not going to get something for $430,000 on the market right now for freehold. It just doesn't happen. So this is still a good alternative, even though the prices have really skied up. You could buy these places last year for probably $310,000. They've really shot up, and it's just a function of the low price range has really just, there's such a huge demand for it now. When the average price in Milton is $600,000. Anyway, so this unit has a lot of, I would say, above average finishes. There is a chance that it will go for, I think the first number is going to be a 4 when they take offers. I think that it's got all the goods compared to what else is sold. It's got that potential. Now, 2 things about Manly. First of all, it's a front-back house. So this actually faces Thompson Road, which is not my favorite thing. That's busy nonstop throughout the day. The second thing is it says January 20th, 2017. When you see a date like that, you know that it's an important date for the seller, usually meaning that they've bought another house already. So you want to make sure that it improves your negotiating position when you can give them that day. Now on Newell Street, 669, the interesting thing is it's all siding. And for some reason, the detached homes in this area never seem to sell for as much as some of the other areas, even though the lots are the same size. There's great amenities close by. People have a real aversion to siding, and it really is just the candy coating shell, because homes built before World War II is something we talk about in the buyer class. The brick was the structure of the home. That's what holds the weight of the home. All of these homes, that one, this one, anything built after World War II, it's a wood frame construction. So that's where the load bearing comes. This is just the candy shell. I always say to people is that cosmetically, one takes a baseball better than the other, but besides that, they really have the same insulation properties, brick versus siding. There's no difference beyond the way it looks. To fix this, to do a complete exterior, do a stucco, I mean, it is expensive. I would think it's at least $20,000 or $25,000 to do that. You can also make this siding look good by using some paint. Improving some of the trim and details on the home can really make the siding, I think, look really good. Now I'm going to skip forward in the list at Joyce Boulevard for $879. Okay, it's nice. There's nothing wrong with this home at all. 4 bedrooms. You've got a finished basement. They've done all the kind of standard fix and flip things that you would do, but the price at $879 is really, really high. There is a pool here, but watch this. Elliott Crescent is only a 3-bedroom. It's a side split, different style, everything else, but $699. I know this one's going for more, but here's the thing. Look at how nice this home is. You've got, and I talked about this last week, if you can put the pool over to the side and keep some grass, that is the best option. Now, look how nice the finishes are on here. The colors are a little bit warmer. Photography's better. This is just a really, really good option. And even if you land at $750, which I think is a real possibility for something like this, you could, I just think you're way better off than something in the high 8s, which for this neighborhood seems really far off the mark. Now this one on Marshall, $879, it's a Melville model, so it's like 2,800 square feet. Here's the thing, that is a lot of pot lights. Arguably too many. I know it'd be too many for me. Right away, I would say I'm not into that. It looks like a starry sky. I know a lot of designers that really can't stand pot lights, but in that quantity, that's a little bit too much. Burnt out light, those are all things. Check those before you get your pictures done. And if you're a fan of eggs, you might like those sinks. Anyway, that's the thing. Like, it's not terribly difficult to fix all those pot lights, but it's annoying, to have to fill in the holes, and then smooth coat the ceiling, paint it, all that other stuff. It's going to be tough. I don't know how many people are going to love that many pot lights. There you go. So that's the list. Join us at the buyer class on Saturday, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.